Thor might be the god of thunder, but the real gods when it came to this production were the gods of CGI. We've got 20 Thor scenes without CGI coming at ya that include everything from a mocap suited up Hela to Chris Hemsworth hanging upside down by chains. Wait, what? Yeah, you heard right. Let's go. If anyone knows how to land, it's Thor. Nice work, buddy. And just in case you doubted his power, the epic hammer does the trick. Is it just us, or is Hemsworth exuding pure glory? Good for you, God of Thunder. Need to look extra cool? Get you some fans, and voila, superhero style. Could there be a more boss way to enter a scene? Okay, so, it looks weird at first, but that's what CGI is for. Cate Blanchett creeps in front of the blue screen until bam! Cool green portal appears. Blanchett did have a real hammer in tow on set, but for the most part, what we see was thanks to the techies. The Grandmaster knows how to make a grand entrance. At least with the help of a mechanized platform and some of the strongest crew members we've ever seen. Seriously, a round of applause for the platform guys. Gotta give it to the master too. He moves very smoothly for a 14 million year old.
Let's stop there.
What's he the god of? That's right. Thor's competition doesn't look nearly as intimidating without the special effects. Cue awkward-looking motion capture bodysuits. Just because they looked silly doesn't mean they were gonna go easy on Thor, though. The grim, mountain-filled background is far from the elaborate blue screen-filled studio they actually shot in, but hey, does the trick. Can you say quick change? Making that swap happen quickly and on cue with Hemsworth's command was all thanks to some image layering by the VFX team. Sure, the actors had to film the scene twice in different clothing, but surely that was a heck of a lot easier than actually figuring out how to magically change at the snap of Thor's fingers. A dash of landscape, a sprinkle of special lighting, and voila. Every good god knows no throne room is complete without a throne, even before CGI. Who needs the whole room once you've got the elaborate throne anyway? Blue screens and ramps pretty much do the same thing until the time when VFX can take over and dazzle. Probably the best part about this CGI magic is the fact that no one had to sweep that enormously long hallway.
You're in my seat.
Let's get one thing straight. Cate Blanchett knows how to work an amazing CGI transformation. Running your fingers through your hair is pretty special when you're an Asgardian goddess of death.
Nail.
Need some weapons and a full costume real quick? We can do you one better. Blue screens. Blanchett really brings it in this electrifying scene. Okay, well really, it's all the CGI team, but still. She gives off the right vibe. From the land to the flurries of wind and the electric current that lights up our screens, a masterful exhibition of both the VFX team's skills and Hela's. Two brothers, both of them gods and neither afraid to smack down. Yeah, they've got a complicated relationship, but they make a solid team. Hemsworth and Hiddleston's chemistry just makes it even better. Oh, and all those CG backgrounds and special effects to really convince us of their godliness. Valkyrie, you're supposed to stay inside the ship. Tessa Thompson is clearly jacked. That tight grip both on the outside of the ship and when she's at the wheel work. Thor has got some pretty solid company when Valkyrie is around. At first glance, it seems like there wouldn't be too much CGI done for this shot. Hemsworth is in a real environment and in the grass, but the transformation between what was filmed and what we got in the movie is stark. The most shocking of all? The grass. Unfortunately, natural grass wasn't quite up to snuff. Only the bit in front of Hemsworth stayed, and even still, it was enhanced. Watch out, Valkyrie coming in hot. The suit is great, but what really does it for us is the flowing blue cape. Tessa Thompson's ninja skills are on point as she fights, flies, and performs Valkyrie with undeniable enthusiasm and fire. This scene was in reality a lot less intimidating for the warriors who, instead of battle armor, were kitted out in those cute motion capture suits and valiantly heading towards a very safe-looking blue screen, instead of the chaos we actually get in the movie. These incredibly detailed special effects help these actors look as epic as possible. We've got regular Thor, Fat Thor, and digital Thor. Yes, you heard that correctly. The stellar CGI team rendered a fully digital double of Hemsworth as Thor that could be used to fine-tune the details when blended with other special effects. But it was still all about Hemsworth. Yep, the actor was being body-tracked the whole time to use as a base. Plus, they wanted to capture all they could of that pretty face so that when combined with the digital Thor, we got the best Thor. The power forces between these characters is a bit insane, but on the set, the whole situation looks much less effective. Blanchett rocks the scene sporting an always funny-looking mocap suit, managing to perform as if she were kitted out to the nines in Hela's power suit. Not to mention the headdress. Unfortunately, this piece only came to life in the computer-generated world. Although Blanchett probably didn't mind because honestly, it doesn't look like it would be the most comfortable or practical piece to wear.
To be honest, I expected more.
Need to smoothly glide backwards? Chris Hemsworth might be offering a masterclass soon. Hemsworth just got hooked up to wires while the crew went at it with the giant rig controlling the Thor actor's movements. And it looks like it was quite the heavy rig to control. When was the last time you were in a 160,000 person stadium? Never? Same for the actors in this scene because guess what? They're all made by computers. Look how un-Thor-like Hemsworth looks fighting a Hulk that isn't even there. Those punches just don't land. Sorry, Chris. Parts of his arms and torso weren't quite good enough, so CGI leveled up when Hemsworth couldn't.
Get help. No, come on, you love it. I hate it.
Elevators were boring, until now. This duo rehearsed like mad to nail this sequence, and thanks to some CGI magic, they all pulled it off. It was a bad day to go against these brothers.
Classic.
Thor hammer time, and boy, does Thor make it work. He didn't always have a real hammer, but Hemsworth knows the power of the hammer, and that was good enough for the cameras until CGI could jazz everything up. Thor's got himself in a pickle, hasn't he? Gotta give it to Hemsworth though, he managed to get all his dialogue out with blood rushing to his head. Surtur had it pretty easy when the actual filming happened, waiting until the editing phase to hop into that frame. So many people to reign over Asgard, so little time. There was Odin, Loki, and then of course, everything that went down during Ragnarok. Asgard was actually a pretty even combo of real outdoor spaces and blue screen filled studios, but at the end of the day, we know.
Asgard is where our people stand.
Thank you MCU and CGI gods for bringing all the magic we need to the screen. Honestly, we're really into Hela in a mocap suit. Which is your fave scene without effects?